on the sideline as well. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. And you know, Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
Well, I think the ability to find contributions from the entirety of your roster, that's showing up more and more. And teams that win championships, Kevin, yes, they have stars or multiple stars, but it's high-level role players that can go out and perform in the biggest moments and make those kind of contributions during a long 2-month postseason playoff run to finally get to the top of the mountain. That's where championship teams, that's why they call them teams, that's what they're made of.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. And the post players for them, Kleba and Porzingis. Luka Doncic's out there with Burke, and it's hard to... the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Jackson is out there with Paul George. And it's Ibaka. Outside Batum. Jackson passes to Ibaka. From deep, George. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. On the wing, Doncic. By Jackson. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Hardaway with it. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. And it's off from 3-point range. It's George on the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
And Doncic, here we go. No good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Now here's Jackson. Burke covering.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Hardaway. Good work there as it goes.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Ibaka outside. George with no one around. Outside for Jackson. It's good from long range.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And Nick Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing, a true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years. And now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Second free throw, no good. For Dallas, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Doncic with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Goes up the baseline. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now the feed to Ibaka. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And the lead frame of Ibaka, taking the punishment, but still converting the basket. Toughness.
Lets it go from 11, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, You throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become a problem for this league.
The first one falls. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their games.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
Free throw's good from Doncic.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Kicks to Batum. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Burke with it, guarded now by Jackson. 13 feet away. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the pass to George. And he drives in from deep. That one doesn't go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Kleba kicks to Burke. He dishes it to Doncic. Over George. And Doncic gets it to go.
And sometimes there's just nothing you can do against Doncic. He's terrific at keeping his focus on the rim.
Jackson passes to George. Misses the 3.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Kleba against Ibaka. Kleba kicks to Doncic. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Back to George. Into the lane, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Nicholas Batum.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Brunson, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Fires from 18, drained for 2 points.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Brunson the pass to Brown. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Los Angeles leading by 6. George dishes to Bledsoe. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And George kicks to Bledsoe. A three-pointer, no good. And so Powell will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Clippers.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Justice Winslow comes in for George. And it's Luke Kennard in for Jackson. Clippers leading by 3. And here's Bledsoe. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Winslow. Hits the front of the rim and out. Dallas is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Brunson finds Doncic. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And so here is Dallas.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Bledsoe looking it over. Passes it to Zubac. Unloads from 13. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Brunson kicks to Burke. Dallas again missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Hartenstein. Brunson against Winslow. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. Here's Zubac. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Doncic outside. The pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Doncic has got 8.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Winslow, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
When you think about Winslow and his limited opportunities so far in the league, the talent is there, and they're starting to explore his playmaking ability as a point forward.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Mavericks trailed by 4. He kicks to Doncic. And there's the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. 10 points for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Winslow. And Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now here's Burke. Kennard covering. And the rejection by Zubac.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Passes it to Brown. It's good. This game is all even. Brown's got his second basket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Kennard, the pass to Bledsoe. Drives to the hoop. Count it.
Try to prevent Bledsoe from charging inside. Easier said than done. Once he sees the lane, pretty much over for the defense.
Now here's Doncic. 10 points for him. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. Now Kennard, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Burke grabs the miss. Here's Brunson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Bledsoe passes to Zubac. Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bledsoe for three. Drains the three-pointer.
All right. Bledsoe showing you a little bit of his range.
And it's Burke with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a three-point game. The feed to Cauley-Stein. Tipped away. Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
Lets a floater go. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Kicks it to Doncic. A miss that time. Would have put him up. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Los Angeles on top. They lead by one. And we'll be back with you right after this. And big man Kristaps Porzingis not resting on his laurels. He describes what he does to get better in the offseason.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there, basically. Doing what I need to do, and then I'm going to be twice a day in the basketball court as well, just working on everything. So.
And it's 7-3, and with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work, so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Ivica Zubac. Bledsoe is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's man in at the 3 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Here is Bledsoe, following the score by Dallas. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Bledsoe.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Cauley Stein finds Brunson. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. Driving the lane. The shot's good from Kennard.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Well, we know Zubats can eat up space inside, Brent. Great job of securing rebound.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubats is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target.
Clippers with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Here's Mann. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Pass to Hardaway. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. So both teams making some changes here. The Mavericks trailing. High post, Cauley Stein. Down low, here's Brunson. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
That one, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Mann. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Brunson finds Doncic. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Brunson against George. And that's going to be a travel. Marcus Morris is checked in for Terrence Mann. The Mavericks also with a sub. Powell's checked in. Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic kicks to Powell. Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. Been interesting to watch the evolution of Serge Ibaka, just improving that shooting and that confidence to be a perimeter threat.
And with Ibaka, he doesn't shoot a lot anymore, but he's still very efficient.
Well, I think, Kevin, that's what makes him an ideal fit with a team that has 2 star players or other guys who are going to draw attention away from Serge. He can spot up on the weak side, get into a great offensive rhythm, and knock down shots.
The free throw drops from Ibaka.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Doncic. And he makes both free throws. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
He's a decent scorer, and Hardaway can get it going, so he draws defenders' attention and gets the call that time.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Dallas?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
First one falls for him.
A fearless shooter and a remarkable dunker. Tim Hardaway Jr. is such a valuable rotation guy that you just want to have consistent effort from. And I think he's reaching that level now.
Hardaway hits them both. Clippers trail by 3. Up top, Ibaka. Headed by Porzingis. Ibaka, the pass to Batum, and they pick up 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brunson scanning the floor. The pass to Kleba, trying to find Porzingis, gets it to him, and he gets the bucket. Porzingis has got the lead, back up to 3 now for the Mavs. To the paint, Porzingis with the steal. Inside, and it's Powell shutting it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
That's a really nice stroke. Paul George set up nicely, great release, and big-time shot there.
Outside Hardaway, shoots it up. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the middle. And George with the stuff.
Paul George rising up. Nice to see a little bit of that return to the younger days from PG.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Kleba. Porzingis with the ball. Defended by Ibaka. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Looking to get back on track here. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
From 20 feet out, Powell pulls it in. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in. On defense, the Clippers trailing by 2. Here's Porzingis, and the rejection by Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Took him no time at all on that one. 13 points for George.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Here's Brunson. He's got 10. Outside, Porzingis takes the 13-footer. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Ibaka, the pass to George. A stupendous finish in traffic. George has got 15 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Passes it to Porzingis. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Utilizing his length well there on the offensive end. Porzingis drawing that contact.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
It also feels like they just got into a great rhythm from the three-point line right away in the game.
And he hits the first of 3.
Well, after the boos on draft night when he got to the league, you could immediately recognize the unique talents of Kristaps Porzingis, and he keeps trying to raise the bar for himself. An exciting young player for the league.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Winslow. The 10-footer. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the game to go. And there's the pass to Porzingis. That one goes. Count it. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, this is where Porzingis can do the most damage. 7'3". He's got the height. He's going to shoot over just about anybody in the league.
Puts one up from 19. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Brunson. 10 points for him. And it's sent back by George.
They can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Ibaka, no luck. The Mavericks trailing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. The shot by George, no good.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
He gets it in there.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And George, here we go. George double-teamed. Jackson finds George. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. George has got 17 now.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to, but Paul George still gets it done.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka, and Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George. Dallas also making some changes. Brown's checked in for Porzingis, and Doncic is subbed in for Dwight Powell. Now here's Bledsoe. 7 points in the game. Lets it go from the wing. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And the confidence of Morris, even with the hand in his face, he knows he can deliver.
Doncic right side. Kleba finds Burke. Six on the shot clock. Puts it up. That's short off the rim.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Brunson. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. Doncic against Bledsoe. Doncic passes to Brown. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Brown. Doncic has got 12.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
There's been a ton of energy in this building tonight, and the way this one's going, they're going to need the energy down the stretch. It's a tight ball game, and their fans know how to give them a lift when they need it.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Their inside attack has been overwhelming. Hard to beat some of them when they're living at the rim. These guys are imposing their will physically. Hey, you got to keep pounding them.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Dallas shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, and the post players for him, Kleba and Porzingis. Trey Burke is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Kleba finds Burke. Back to Kleba. Up top, Doncic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the Mavs. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers.
One shot.
And
during that second year in the league, Luka Doncic took the lead, averaging 28, 9, and 9, looking like the European version of LeBron James.
Will it go? No good on the shot. Great D that time from Hardaway.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Kleba. Pass to Porzingis. Fires the 3. Hands it from downtown. Porzingis has got 10.
Well, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside, Batum. And the Clippers miss again.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 10. Back to Doncic. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the Clippers have possession. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Jackson passes to George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Right side, Batum.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Up top, Burke. Defended by Batum. Out to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Burke, the pass to Porzingis. Now here's Jackson. Burke covering. Pass to George. Shoots over Doncic. The shot by George, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Dallas.
Dallas leading by 8. Doncic looking it over. And yes, it's good. Doncic has got 21 in the game.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Lets it go from 14. And they recover it.
An efficient score inside. More
Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Doncic outside. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Batum. Top of the key, Ibaka. Left side, Jackson. Goes up at the stripe. Misses off the right iron.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Stolen. Here's George. Batum wide open. He fires. Rebounded by Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 rebounds in the game. Burke, the pass to Porzingis. And the rejection by Ibaka. It's George on the wing, guarded by Doncic, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
And he makes the first.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Reggie Jackson. And then for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Porzingis. And Dwight Powell subbed in for Maxi Kleber. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and it goes down 2 points. Doncic has got 23.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
The pass to George. Los Angeles with another miss. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Doncic with the bucket.
And the body control on display there. Doncic looking determined to finish no matter the contact.
George against Doncic. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. That free throw good from George. Mavericks leading by 7. Doncic with it. 25 points in the game. The dish to Powell. Out to Hardaway. There's the drive. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick and roll. And Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
Brunson against George. Ibaka. This is to George. So for Brunson, the shot by George, no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Powell kicks to Doncic. Dishes to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Brown's checked in for Dallas. And here's Brunson. 12 points for him. Over Ibaka. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Clippers trail by 9. Now Bledsoe. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Batum. Guarded by Powell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Brown finds Brunson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Kennard on the wing. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
The shot by Powell, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the inside. Here's Mann trying to get open as Ibaka. Mann can't hit.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And it's blocked. Over to the left wing. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Mann's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Dallas leading by 7. Runs the pass to Brown. Knocked loose in the corner. Hardaway with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got 9 points.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Pass to Batum. Here's Mann. 5 on the clock. From deep. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Doncic. Hardaway against Bledsoe. Lets it go. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 8 rebounds in this game. Mann passes to Batum. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Dallas calls timeout. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Justice Winslow comes in for Mann. Passes to Brunson. Back to Powell. Batum against Brunson. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Bledsoe finds Zubac. Back to Bledsoe. Outside Batum. Now here's Kennard. Pass to Zubac. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Zubac has got his first points in this one. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's Brown missing. Clippers trailed by 6. Batum with the bounce pass. Now the pass to Winslow. And taken away by Brown. 1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. Doncic against Winslow. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Banked in off the glass.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Doncic. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Doncic has got 29 in the game.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
Here's Batum. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. At the elbow, it's Brown. Powell kicks to Doncic. 12 seconds left in the third. 5 to shoot. With the drive, it's good. He's got 31.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Bledsoe is out there with Jackson, and it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. To the middle, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
Now here's Jackson. Burke covering. Pass to Zubac. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Georgia subbed in for Winslow. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Brown. Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic outside. Kleber. And Kleber slams it in.
A playmaker of Doncic's talent wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Runs in the pass to Porzingis. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
Zubac finds Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Kleber with the rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Here's George, and he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 24 points.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Passes it to Porzingis. To the left side wing. Back at 6. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, Maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And the first one at the line is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. He hits both from the stripe. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Brunson finds Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Over George. Brunson no good. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 12-point game. Pass to Zubac. Over Burke. Zubac, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Takes it from 10. Bank shot, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Kicks it to George. And it's George finishing it off.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Our possession just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And that one's good. Burke.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Mavericks leading by 8. Dallas calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Doncic, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 33 points.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact. A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's Doncic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
One shot.
That free throw good from Doncic. Clippers trailed by 11. Outside Jackson. George with the ball. Driving to the basket. Right through the D for the layup. George has got 30.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Here's Doncic. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Ibaka, no luck. Dallas leading by 9. Doncic outside. And Burke has it in the corner. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. No good on the second free throw.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And the basket by Jackson.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Down low, here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Porzingis kicks to Kleba. Hardaway passes to Kleba. To the paint. Here's Doncic. Again, the Mavericks score.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Doncic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Doncic has got 40 points. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
George. That shot off. Nice D from Doncic. Inside. And Kleba slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
There's the pass to George. No good again that time. Mavericks leading by 16. Burke looking over the floor.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Burke. Brown is checked in for Porzingis. Burke hits them both. And here's Jackson. Down low. Here's George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You know, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Clippers trail by 16. Pass to George. And Marcus Morris, good for 3. He's got 19.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Now here's Burke, guarded by Jackson. Now Doncic. Shot clock at 6. A floater, and it's good on the way in. Doncic has got 43 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
George against Kleba. To the middle. Doncic with the steal. Pass to Kleba. Here's Hardaway. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Hardaway Jr. committed to get inside on that particular play, locked in and shrugging off the defense.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Shoots the 3. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Free throw good, Paul George. Mavericks leading by 13. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Takes a 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And that one, good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Brunson, no good. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The three from George. They get it back. Makes it off the glass. George has got 41.
Which ways tonight has Paul George not made an impact in this game? A one-man wrecking crew.
Here's Brunson. Over George. From past the arc. The Mavericks rebound. Not going to go that time. Clippers trail by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for Luka Doncic.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George getting after it there, helping out the teammate to try to secure one a second time.
Here's Brown. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Luka, some feel this team is exceeding expectations. How do you keep up this rhythm?
Yeah, we just gotta keep going like that. You know, don't listen to anybody. Just be ourselves. You know, play as a team, and that's our key.
Well, when you're yourself, you look pretty good, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.